quick one today, by the way. Not just a quickie, not because we're heading to the Butterfield Bermuda Championship this week in Bermuda. Not because EVR cried the blues. I guess those were tears of victory at the Worldwide Technologies Championship, but because we may have a golfer on the show today. So we don't want to keep him waiting.
That's right. That's right.
By the way, congratulations to one EVR. I think it's his second career win on the PGA Tour.
Yeah, probably.
But best mustache for the South African.
Oh, best
he
mustache.
wins that tour. Hands down. Every time I see him.
Yes.
He's the winner there. Let me tell you who was the winner this week, though, Dan.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I want quasi kind of won. And we had another matchup. We head up to Chattanooga / South Pittsburgh, Tennessee. Made a little showing at Sweetens. Got to meet some new guys there. I made a lot of jokes last week. I met most of them. Most of them held true. No, all in all, they were a lot of good guys. I got a lot of video that I gotta purge through and clean up and splice together.
Oh, nice.
I met the real fake Chris Farley, by the way. you thought he was dead. He was not. He is alive and well.
Nice.
Residing in Arkansas. So we drank a lot of bourbon. We played a lot of golf. I'll tell you who the winner was not this week. And I mean this with all due respect. And you know what, when you have to say with all due respect, right? I mean,
yes.
you know it's not going very well. It's like,
it's not
well, don't take this the wrong way, but
yes.
So we had an opportunity to play a course that's called, let's just say there's a color in the name and a body of water at the end of it. Who am I kidding? We had a chance to play Black Creek.
Okay.
Now, Black Creek's a private golf club, private community, and very appreciative of the opportunity to play it. I don't know what I shot. I think I shot like around a 90. I forget. Didn't play my best, didn't play my worst. Wasn't the most challenging golf course out there. Here's what I would say. And this was agreed upon by mutual people in the group. Black Creek was very underwhelming. Conditions wise, fantastic. Conditions couldn't have been. Greens, great. They had just recently they'd mowed the rough, which is kind of typical for this kind of golf course, this kind of layout this time of year. They'd mowed the fescue back. So what would typically be a lost ball in peak season didn't turn out to be a lost ball. So favorable conditions for us. Front nine, very underwhelming. Back nine, had some really, really nice and some interesting holes. Again, condition wise, completely legit. Couldn't 4 out of 4 stars, 4 out of 4 glasses of bourbon. They did have a legit bar there. I'll have to say that. So the bar was legit, and all the staff, everybody was great. It's just there's a lot of talk of the course in the area. I think it's like the number 7th or 8th ranked course in Tennessee. And I don't know. I could have probably just gone to Sweetens and played there again and been fine with it. But I did enjoy the experience. I've got it. It's checked off the list. So after they hear this, I won't have to worry about going back there. They don't want me there anyway. I mean, it's a private club, right? And it's very it's a community private club. It's probably, I don't know, maybe 20 minutes outside of Chattanooga on the way to Sweetens. So, Raccoon Mountain is over near where it's at. But I mean,
is there a Raccoon Lodge over there?
Well, oddly enough, the only one that I'm aware of is in the city, and that's not Chattanooga City. That's NY City. But I did not see one. No, they did have a better bar than the Raccoon Lodge, though. I will attest to that. Okay. They did not have one of those punching machines, though. That
thing was cool.
They did not have one. Didn't have one. So that was and Sweetens, great as usual. Weather up there is fantastic. If you're ever going to get up there and play, now's the time to do it. It's going to get cool. We're going to have the Cigar Don on. He'll be coming up pretty soon. We'll talk about the ugly sweater a little bit that's coming up probably, but yeah, great time at Sweetens. Cool in the mornings, just beautiful in the afternoons. Course is fire. everything exactly where you want it to be at the Cove. All right. I got nothing else about the World WWT, whatever. I think you and I both agree. This should be, what should be happening right now, Dan? The TGL should have teed off after the Ryder Cup, but instead they've elected to tee off on Mondays and Tuesdays starting in January, I guess competing with playoff football. Well, maybe there won't be any playoff football. They usually stick to the weekends for playoff football, right? So maybe it won't be. Maybe they're thinking they're going to replace playoff for the NFL Monday Night League. I don't know.
Maybe.
I want to get your thoughts on, because I've seen some releases and I'm very confused. But the TGL, which as best as I can tell, it is not Tiger's Good Life. I think it's Technology Golf League, because it is the convergence. At least that's what the Boston team said. It's the convergence of golf and technology. Rory had a few things to say about it too. And Rory, he was very opinionated as usual. He took his stance on LIV and he took it over to TGL. And, I think that I don't know. I'm confused. Do you know anything about this TGL thing?
It's like Top Golf for PGA Tour players, right?
Well, that's what it sounds like to me. I don't know. I guess the demo that they're going after is like the person that's not going to sit down and watch golf on a regular basis. Watch the PGA Tour. I mean, that's, I guess, who they're going after. I don't know. It's not doing it for me. I mean, I'm reading. It's like teams of 4, but only 3 people are competing, and they're going to play 9 holes ish are going to be alt shot. Then they're going to have 6 as individuals, and then they're going to have 2 holes that are actual live holes. Actual. Well, they're not real holes. It's going to be. Remember I forget what they call that putting green, but the putting green that we were hitting on down at the PGA show in Orlando. It kind of moved, and it was ebbing and flowing as things were happening.
Yeah,
I think it's going to be one of those. So here's some
the
things
simulator type thing.
Yeah, exactly. So, what is it? It's Boston Common Golf. I'm assuming that means because Massachusetts is a commonwealth, not a state. I don't know that to be a fact. I don't know much about Boston. Other than to get to Worcester, it costs $1.25. So Boston Common Golf, Rory McIlroy, Keegan Bradley, Adam Scott, and Tyrrell Hatton.
I like it.
Do you?
There's some fun guys in there. Yeah, I want to see Tyrrell be able to like pound some beers or something like that when he's playing. That'd be fun.
Nobody made mention of beers.
That would be a lot of definitely would add some spark, wouldn't you think?
It could. I mean, I'm thinking if you're Irish and it's Boston, you're drinking Irish whiskey.
Oh yeah, but that's good too. Yeah.
The most interesting thing I've learned from this whole TGL experience thus far is Keegan Bradley's wife's uncle is Carlton Fisk.
Really?
Yeah. So I guess his uncle-in-law.
Uncle-in-law.
He was I thought you
were.
Oh,
he's a huge Red Sox fan. Yeah. I know exactly who Carl is. I was doing the math on the family connection.
Yeah, it's uncle-in-law. Keegan Bradley's uncle-in-law. How about that?
Okay. Cool.
Uncle-in-law. Yeah, it's because it's Carlton Fisk. So he Tyrrell Hatton has never been to Beantown. Well, he's never been to the stadium. How about that? He said he's not a big baseball guy.
Who hasn't been?
Tyrrell Hatton.
Oh, Tyrrell. Okay, I think. Okay, gotcha.
Yeah, he has never been. Not a big baseball guy. I don't know who's gonna. Let's see. The Atlanta team Oh boy. Hold it. Sit. Are you sitting down?
I am sitting down.
I can see that you're sitting down. You are sitting down. So here's one for you. So the Atlanta, and these teams are owned by some interesting individuals. The Atlanta team, guess who owns Atlanta Drive Golf Club? Just take a wild guess.
Atlanta Drive Golf Club.
Yeah. Let me go ahead and share you. Arthur Blank. I mean, he owns every other friggin' sports team in Atlanta. Everything. Owns it all. Maybe not the Atlanta Braves, but he's got to have a stake in it.
Yeah.
So they announced their lone golfer, who's their officially joined the Atlanta Drive. Good God.
Who?
Justin Thomas.
That's kind of weird.
I mean, I don't know why, number one. Number two, I mean, they had a lot of options.
They did have a lot of options. Yeah,
they have plenty of options. I mean, you got Bucky Fowler. So hold on. So Serena Venus and who are the Reddit husband, boyfriend, whatever he is, they got a team. So is that going to be California team of Bucky, Colin, Homa, and who else is another California guy on here? I don't see any other California guys that I'm just popping off. Minwoo Lee, is he? No, he's an Australian. Oh, that's going to be. I mean, what about Kevin Kisner? Kisner joined the TGL, which I think rightfully so, right? I mean that this is probably going to be a Kis thing. But I mean, why did he joining Atlanta? He could just drive over, for crying out loud.
Wouldn't Brian Harmon be on the Atlanta team?
I don't see him as a member of TGL.
Mm.
You know who else I don't see that's a member of the TGL?
Who's that?
One John Rahm.
Yeah.
Now I did see that he originally accepted.
He did. Yeah.
I see that he is no longer participating. What does this mean to you?
I think he claimed that it was a scheduling. He couldn't commit to it. And maybe they have to play more than I thought. I thought this thing originally was going to be them just kind of putzing around on a Monday night kind of thing. But I mean, a lot of speculation is that this was kind of the holy ground of the PGA Tour, where if you join this league, you were not going to join LIV, right?
Well, because that was Rory's kind of his label that he put on this thing was, well, you know, we're not competing with the PGA Tour. We're totally different than the PGA Tour, so we're not in conflict with the PGA Tour. But we're going to bring the PGA Tour to a different audience, maybe.
Yep.
Well, what's your interpretation of this?
I think, I mean, Rahm has been speculated as wanting to go over to the LIV Golf because, you know, he's got some pals over there. You got to think with Sergio and Westwood and Louis and, you know, yeah, I don't know. He likes Phil's a mentor, right? So, yeah. Interesting for sure. Should I go to the old Twitter and pull up some of the happenings from this last week? Okay. All right. So here, while we're on LIV,
they call it the X, by the way, these days. All the cool kids.
Oh, yeah.
Cool kids call it the X.
It says PGA Tour will allow its golfers to play in the upcoming LIV Golf Promotions Tournament. We talked about this a couple of weeks ago.
We did.
We thought no dice, right?
I find that a very it wouldn't be hypocritical, but it is that's the message. I don't understand. I'm not quite sure about the messaging here.
Yeah. Kind of interesting.
It's very interesting.
If you go over there and compete in this thing, I mean, isn't that that's basically their combine, right?
Blasphemy. Yes. Yeah. Maybe this is the old gotcha. It's like, well, we told you, we told you that you could go compete. Mm-hmm. However, what we didn't tell you is you could come back to the PGA Tour.
Exactly. Stuart Sink. Stuart
stinks. He's in Bermuda. He's in Bermuda this week, by the way. We'll see how he does. We'll see.
He says Tiger will play the Champions Tour when he turns 50. It sounds like he's excited for it. That would be great for me. I have a place to play for a while. I may have a second go at the Tiger Woods roller coaster.
Hold on. Tiger, he's turning 49 this year?
I don't know. I can look it up.
48, 49. He's 48
close.
or 40. Yeah. So now Tiger just announced that he is he's going to be part owner of the Jupiter team, South Florida team.
Oh, okay.
That he's going to be playing on.
He's turning 48 this year.
Okay, 48. So he says he's going to be playing on this TGL, Technology Golf League.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. I don't think he's going to have time for the PGA Tour, the TGL Tour, the Champions Tour, and then after the Live Golf schedule gets fixated and embedded with the PGA Tour, I don't know where he's going to find the time.
So, lot of video of him caddying for Charlie over the last weekend.
I saw that. Looks like he's getting around just fine. Yeah.
Well, everybody's speculating, it looks like he's walking great and this is good news. And what do you think? And what's your take on it?
I think he's a TGL man. I think he's TGL, and I don't know. Is he going to compete in any more majors? I would venture to say no.
I think he'd compete in a major. Yeah, he'll go play for the Masters, but I'll do a Top Gun spin. He can caddy for me anytime.
Well, they are they're here having an event at Pinehurst this year. Just saying.
They are. All right. Let's see. Here we go. Oh yeah, here we go. The Golden Bear. Jack Nicklaus says he has not touched a golf club since the ceremonial T-ball at Augusta. I would like to go play again. I play so poorly anymore. It's just not really that fun. I run out of golf balls, and people always say they wanted to play like me. Well, now they can.
That's fair. I mean, I don't blame him. I don't know. I mean, I play like shit, and I still go play. So it probably hurts. Probably hurts worse. He's 83. I don't know. My granddad was still smacking him around out there when he was 83. So but I get it. I mean, if it's not a him thing, then hey, he's done his time. I mean, does golf ever get old?
No,
maybe.
Well, no. Maybe. Alan Shipnunk reports that the Fenway Sports Group has put forward a monster bid to the PGA Tour, and that we may be heading for the return of Live versus the PGA Tour as the framework agreement potentially unravels. Well,
I guess that John Rahm's not going to feel so bad about skipping the TGL when the tours are combined. Vince McMahon just got shot down, right? For he made an offer. He wanted a stake in it, and PGA Tour said no, thank you. Now, and there is a lot of noise about the PGA Tour having some financial struggles. So for them to turn down money, but for them now for this to come up, I mean, maybe it is something, right? Maybe there is new investors coming for the PGA Tour.
Yeah, maybe.
I don't know.
Let's see what else we got. We already talked about the John Rahm TGL. What did you think about these Halloween costumes from last week? Because we went on the air on Monday, right? So we haven't talked about the Halloween costumes.
We did miss. Yeah. I don't know. I think the Koepka outfit showed another side of Koepka.
Yeah.
I think the dog won in this grouping.
The turtle.
Yeah. I think the dog won. I think it was very fitting. I mean, yeah. Was it Adam Hadwin? The Adam Hadwin costume was good. I like the Adam Hadwin, and it had the wife as the security guard tackling him, and or maybe I don't know, the kid was a security. Somebody
right was here. Yep, right here. Yep. Adam Hadwin. That was a good one.
Okay, so the wife was Hadwin, and then Hadwin was the security guard, and you had the fan out there. So yeah, I thought that was good.
It was good. I like that one. I think they won. They won it. Yeah. So what do you think? I retweeted this one here. So Robert McIntyre retweeted on November 1st. X'd, whatever you want to call it. He said, good to get home to lose some timber before the next stretch of events. What the heck does lose some timber mean?
Maybe some pounds?
I don't know. He's got a pitcher of coffee and some chocolates
and
there.
some chocolates to lose some timber. I don't know. I mean, I get LBs. I don't know what's
Yeah,
that's
is it like a diet shake?
I mean, I don't know why you would have let's see. Let's see. He's British, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Lose some. Let's see what lose some timber. I think it's gotta be lose some weight. Yeah. So packing some timber means excessive fat around the torso.
Oh,
Yeah.
so is that some kind of fasting shake he had there?
Well, it could be.
Hmm.
I don't know. Did he tag anybody significant in this post that you're referencing?
I didn't see anybody tagged. All right. That's what that means. Okay. Maverick McNeely talks about getting his pilot's license. I may, depending on the weather, fly out to a couple of West Coast events.
He's been working on that for a while, though. So
yeah. What do you think about the Rombo on Halloween throwing out the first pitch?
well, I thought it was a power move. Wearing the green jacket. I did like that. I thought that was solid.
Did you see the throw?
Well, it wasn't the best.
It wasn't the best. No.
Let's just say he's yeah. So in the words of Keegan Bradley, Keegan said, huge Boston sports fan. As a kid, dreamed of being a Boston Red Sox player, and golf was just my thing. I think for Rom, golf is just his thing too. Could be the club foot. I mean, I don't know. Do you know of any baseball players with a club foot?
No.
What about Carlton Fisk? Does he have a club foot?
Old JT went to his African tour. Michael Farley posted a video of him. I'm not sure if Michael took this video or not. We know Mike, good guy. I guess he was out there with him, maybe.
Maybe. No. It looks like they need to put down some seed out there, don't they?
I know. It looked a little rough, wasn't it?
They don't call it the Sand Belt for nothing. Yeah, it's
gosh, yeah.
I don't. Do we even want to talk about the Butterfield Bermuda Championship?
We can make a one and done pick and then call it on that one. What do you think? Should I go over to Fantasy National?
Yeah, we can head over to Fantasy National real quick. This is, I mean, Adam Scott's their headliner. All right, Adam Scott just got done giving his acceptance speech to the Boston Common Golf. And none of them, by the way, had a Sam Adams, nor did they have any Irish whiskey. No JMO, no Samo. Very, very disappointed.
Very disappointed.
But oh, Scotty boy, he does highlight the field at $10,700. And when you're backing that up with Detry and Brendon Todd in the $10,000 range, and how do you think Akshay feels when you've got two-time winner this year? Lucas Glover is come on, people.
I know. How was he not $10,000?
I don't know. You tell me.
Underpriced.
I mean, he ranks out good across the board. I mean, he's leading. I mean, I'm looking at the last 24 rounds. I mean, he ranks number 1 in tee to green, number 1 in ball striking, number 1 in approach, number 5th in points, the 3rd overall in strokes gained. I don't know. Don't know how that's possible. Maybe
is he your one and done?
User error on my part. It could be.
You gonna go Akshay?
I'm not going Akshay. However, Akshay does like a resort kind of course. Give me the glove. Yeah. I will take the glove.
Okay, you lock in the glove. I think I'm gonna lock in. How has Adam Scott been playing? Nah, I'll lock in. When does Akshay play last? He played last week. It was T10. I'll take Akshay if I still have him.
No, you got him.
I should.
Of course you got him. He was T17 here last year.
Who, Akshay?
Akshay, yeah. Better than Lucas Glover that was T63. I can see the glove working his way around here. I mean, a T10 at least. Just saying.
Man, right around the corner from kicking off the Masters again, huh?
It'll be here before we know it.
Let's just scroll through. Is there anybody else mispriced that you see that's glaringly mispriced?
I think there's a lot of good players that are in here. I think Pendrith. I don't know that I would call him mispriced, but I think Pendrith looks pretty good at $9,100.
Yep.
Mispriced? No, I don't.
Or tremendous values, I'd say.
Yeah. Who else is in here that's a good value? Davis Riley, I think, is interesting at $8,400. I think both of the woos, Dylan and Brandon, at 82 and 81. I think those are some good spots to be. Justin Lauer at $7,600 played well here. He's T8 and T17. And he's played pretty good as of late. So not horrible. Who else have I got? Who else have we got starred here? Malnati, I think, could be interesting at 7,400 or of good value. Who are people not looking at? Camilo Villegas. I don't know if he's going to be popular. I mean, he was second last week. He's made the last 3 cuts at this tournament, so that could be an interesting play. Jimmy Walker.
Doc got us last week.
No, I know. I saw you. I saw what happened there. You playing that home?
Our lineup made money though.
Yeah, no, it was fine. Sean O'Hare at $6,900. Who's won here before that is not going to be? Where's he at? He's cheap too. He's cheap money. I don't know if I'm going to go there or not, but cheap money.
Should we do a lineup? We can go ahead and do a lineup up, right?
Yeah, we can if you want to. Brian Gay at $6,700. He hadn't been playing that great, but I think his ownership is nothing.
So you want Akshay or who do you want?
So I don't know that I'm hung up on anybody in the $10,000 range. I think Pendrith is pretty interesting, man, at $9,100.
9,100. You want to start there?
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
Hold on, I'm moving slow mover.
Mackenzie Hughes is out.
Hey, so that is the thing to be aware of. A lot of guys are withdrawing.
You said you like Davis Riley, right?
Yep.
Okay, do that.
And this thing starts early on. Starts like at 5 a.m. Eastern or something. Hold on, I'm catching up. So we got Pendrith. We got Riley.
You wanted one of these woos?
Hold on. Let's go to who I got flagged here. I do have them flagged. I think they're interesting plays. I think I like Justin Lauer at $7,600.
Okay.
7,600. Just give me the cut line. Okay, so Russell Knox has played pretty good here. He hasn't recent form hasn't looked great. This is putters be damned. I mean, this is going to be a place where the putter's going to look putter's going to shine. So where do I have? Let's see. Yeah, let's go. I think we go Dylan Wu at 8,200.
Okay. We got what? 2 left?
80. Yeah, we got 8,300. So 8,350 to be exact. Resort course, it's short. I think it's like 6,800 yards. A lot of this is going to be based on the draw. Depending on, because weather-wise, I don't think it's going to be if it rains or if the wind blows. It's going to be when does the wind blow, and it's going to be one of these alternating things. Kelly Craft at $7,200, I think is interesting. What's Kelly Craft's ownership at 7,200?
Uh, 12.
Yeah, I think that's a play. Ooh, and then the sky's the limit, baby.
Take Lucas Glover.
I like I like Griffin as well. I like List. What's the ownership look like for those folks? So 95, 93, and 92. 95, Lucas 16.
Luke List is the best at 12.6.
Yeah, I think we roll with List. T45 and T18. He just won at Sanderson. I think we roll with List. Coming off a hot hand, Daddy. How you like it?
Yep, like it. Looks good.
All right. Well, here we are. We're in Bermuda. Don't get yourself lost in the triangle.
Oh, yeah, we are. Yeah.
Do tell. Do
So,
tell.
big news on the old TV front this week, right? So Yellowstone is officially ending after the next part of this season, right?
It's not big news. We knew that.
But did you know they're ending it and they're coming back as 2024? I'm not kidding.
No, I didn't. I thought McConaughey was taking over as like
in 2024, which is the Yellowstone kind of spinoff. Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
So are any of the other Yellowstone spinoffs coming back, like the 1860 whatever, the 19 whatever? And
the rumor is that they might have another one of the Harrison Ford one, right?
Okay. All right.
And then there has been an announcement that there is one called 1944 coming out.
Are you fucking with me on any of these things? Or all this is legit?
All this is legit. I mean, let me just. I was listening to a podcast about it. Let me Google it and just see.
What was it called? Birdies and Bourbon?
Yeah, exactly. I was talking to myself in my sleep last night. Are you fucking with me?
I mean, I'm just saying, but because
it could be right.
Like the Harrison Ford one, that was good. Like if they just drop the ball on that and they don't give me nothing else, I mean, I'm going to be disappointed.
They said that they think it's coming back. That one's coming back. Yeah.
Well, the last I saw, one of the sons was on a boat coming over to like save the farm and the family. I mean, I'm not shitting you. He was like hunting elephants in Africa or something. I don't know where do you hunt elephants at?
So you
not
see
the
that?
Atlanta Zoo. You can't hunt them. Yellowstone spinoff 1944 latest news. What it might be about.
So the rumor is that apparently Tom Hanks was in the Harrison Ford one, right? So he might be the lead in 1944.
Tom Hanks?
He loves that era. Yeah.
Yeah, but he's old as shit. He can't be in that thing.
1944? Well, you have a role.
Well, he could, but I mean, he can't be like one of the younger kids. I mean, he's
old. It's not going to be a kid. No, but he could have a role. Yeah. Yep.
1883. What about okay? That was the Tim McGraw one. All right, so that one's done, right?
That one's done.
Okay.
Yeah. Tim McGraw might not even know that yet, but yeah.
Well,
they kind of just moved on.
Don't bring it up. Hold on. So 1923, that's the one where the kid's coming over on the boat, where he was hunting in Africa and all this shit, and he's coming over to save the farm, right? And and we don't know if he's made it to save the farm or not.
That's the one you're talking about, the Helen Mirren one. Yep.
Yeah. Okay. All right. So that may not exist anymore. Wow.
See, Yellowstone spinoff. This is now expected to be a contemporary series called 2024.
Wow.
I have not watched it. Have you watched Lawman Bass Reeves yet?
I watched the first episode.
Was it good?
It was good. It was a little bit like, if I had to say, it would be like, it'd be a mix between Django, The Magnificent Eight, and what was the something a slave unborn, or it won a bunch of Oscars.
10 Years a Slave.
10 Years a Slave. Yeah, 10 Years a Slave, Django, and Magnificent Eight. It was a combo of those things. Okay. So it was like a not so spaghetti western kind of thing, and so it got a little. Now the one that didn't help, it had Dennis Quaid in it, and he's I mean, like the older he gets, that guy's turned into the Mickey Rourke for me. For if Mickey Rourke didn't exist, he's the new Mickey Rourke.
Really? Okay.
Yes. Yeah. No, just saying.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, interesting.
All right. Well, hey, stay tuned. We got a golfer coming on the show later. We got a Cigar Don coming on, I hear. And more to come from the show. Like, subscribe, be sure to share with a friend. And if I don't see you before the ugly sweater, I'll see you at the